Welcome to Manufacturing Tech Australia with Shane Williams and Paul Mason.
Jason, welcome to Manufacturing Tech Australia. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Jason from Currawong Engineering. Tell us about what you guys do. It looks like you're doing some interesting engineering, some motor control software, all sorts of cool stuff, your own manufacturing. Maybe you give me the rundown.
Yeah, I can. So the company was started 20 years ago. Our CEO, Gavin Brett, started off in his garage. He's an ex-Textron Systems employee, which used to be Aerosol.
All right.
He was contacted by a firm in the US to make fuel injection for it's called a T-Hawk NAV, and we got an order for 500 units straight up. He only had 3 staff and had to grow the business from there, so he bought a couple of CNC machines for the machine shop and design electronics. So the first ever product that was made was a miniature fuel pump to supply fuel to a drone.
Yeah, cool.
So that was a fan-inducted drone.
Right.
We made fuel injectors and an electronic control unit to an ECU. So same as what you find in your car.
Nice.
That kind of fizzled out a little bit, and so it was to supply for fuel-injected engines, and we moved into making our own powertrains. So we started off with a 29cc engine.
Yeah.
Migrated to a 50cc because it's in demand. Petrol propulsion started to also fizzle out a bit when batteries came along. So we started making power electronics.
Cool.
Our first one was a 15 kilowatt electronic speed controller.
Yeah.
It's a high lift application.
Yeah.
So it actually lifts up a Boeing integrator.
Yeah, right.
And it drops that. And so they come to us with a problem that they needed a really powerful speed controller, and we made this one for them.
Yeah, nice.
And then we kind of made a family of them, and we're still making families of them. So the customer can come along and ask for a specific feature in them.
Yeah.
We give them their own firmware. We can also do custom motor tuning for them, so they'll send us their propeller and their motor.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of engineers that they do thermal testing and heat testing and do a report for the customer, so they can have their own firmware updated, their own cable lengths, their own heat sinks on the side to cooling if they're in the boom. And so we're solution based as well. We have a full suite of software that talks to all of our products. We're onboard engineers that can answer overnight problems or issues that the customer might have. And we also have a little PMU here, so a power module power supply. So it's 700 watts. It's only I can't remember how many grams it is, but it's quite light.
Yeah, I see.
So we reduce that, and it's got I think 4 power rails, so it can power like your servo actuators, your payload. You can do onboard charging for hybrids.
Right.
And we all manufacture in our facility down in Hobart.
Yeah, right.
And all our products can talk to each other through our software. So integration, we provide free software for any of our customers that buy one product. You get the software that's configurable, and they can tune it to their autopilot.
Fantastic. So I guess with the move to like everything becoming electrified, miniaturizing things, drones, different other mobility solutions, I guess you're kind of right on the corner of all those emerging technologies.
That's correct, yeah.
So what's sort of coming in the future? What's the next sort of technologies or design manufacturing innovations you guys are looking at?
So we're getting hit up with a lot of new inquiries for lots of these products. So expanding the business and making things quicker, making them more efficient, finding new products that are online to, different electronic components that can run cooler because, they've sometimes got a bit of a heat problem.
What about kind of generic products that you can sort of customise and sort of roll out in higher volumes rather than sort of low volume
the speed controllers are our high volume item that, even though they're customisable, we kind of make them all the same, with different power levels. So we make all our own enclosures as well. We have a fully equipped CNC machine shop, so we're in control of our own R&D. Yeah, cool. Our own design, our own manufacture. So we try and keep that all in house. We do reach out to a few other suppliers to help us every now and then. Yeah, and walking around here, there's probably maybe 10 vehicles around this building that have our gear on it, or are going to have our gear on it.
Okay, fantastic.
So,
excellent. Well, thanks for coming on the show today, Jason.
Thanks.
Good to chat with you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thanks for tuning in to Manufacturing Tech Australia with Shane and Paul, recorded on the traditional lands of the Bunurong and Wurundjeri people. For more information, jump on the manufacturingtech.au website. Remember to hit the follow button to join us again next time as we continue to explore the intersection of manufacturing and technology.